Ryan Tannehill, the Dolphins quarterback. They got the Cowboys coming up, and Ryan joining us now. Ryan, good morning. How are you? How's morale in Miami?
Morning, Dan. I'm doing great. I think morale's high right now.
Good. Is this a day off?
Yeah, it is our day off.
But what do you do on a day off?
It's not a day off at all for me. I come in, have a routine. I watch tape, do some things to take care of my body, and then try to get to bed at a decent hour.
What's a decent hour?
I go to bed early. I'm an old man. I try to be asleep by about 9:30.
But you're 20. What are you? 27?
Yep, exactly. Rest is the most important part of recovery.
Well, how many hours you get? 9, 10 hours?
I get up at 6, so yeah, about 8.5 hours.
But you're like a 6-month-old baby that's going to bed at 9:30 at night.
You got to do what you got to do.
But what's your wife say? Like, is there times when she's watching something and then you're going, good night?
She's just as bad as me. She's asleep half the time before I am.
You guys are really living it up there in Miami. Celebrity lifestyle down there, Ryan.
Yeah, we live like we're 95.
How much college football do you watch?
A little bit on Saturdays, depending on if we're on the road or at home. But I try to watch my A&M squad as much as I can. It's been rough lately, but I try to support them.
What kind of advice would you give a college quarterback?
Just go out and have fun. Play the game. It's a game you grew up playing. Just go out, cut it loose, and have fun. Enjoy it while you can.
But what about coming into the NFL, that transition? If you gave one piece of advice, would it be more about on the field or off the field?
I think it's both. I think on the field you just have to focus on things you can control and tune out the outside noise and take it one day at a time and learn from the guys around you. I think that on most NFL teams there's a bunch of veteran guys where you can learn from, on a daily basis and how they go about their business, and you have to take that in and day out.
What did Coach Campbell say after the Eagles win? You go in the locker room. What's he saying right off the bat?
He's just proud of the way we played. We fought through some injuries, especially defensively. Had a bunch of guys go down, but guys stepped up. A bunch of young players stepped up, and as a team, we made plays when it counted. But
does he give out game balls?
Not in the locker room. We got a few game balls were given out yesterday after we kind of got to review the tape and see what big impact plays were made. Did
you get one?
I did yesterday.
Okay. How many do you have, and where do you display them?
They're all in storage right now. I live in a townhouse, so I don't have a bunch of extra space to display, or I don't have a man cave or anything like that yet. So they're all in storage.
Well, if you want to loan one to us for our man cave, I got a lot of room. I'd be more than happy to put your player of the week or your football on display.
We might can work something out.
Okay, all right, but it'll be a loaner. I get that. You have to help me out with the safeties now 3 consecutive weeks. All right, how's this happening?
Yeah. Well, all three different issues. All 3 things need to be corrected. The first one was, in New England, had a miscommunication on the snap count there. Last week, similar situation, but different reason. And then this week was totally on my shoulders. As a guy coming off the edge, I have to see him come in and get the ball out.
How does that go over when you're watching film? How much time is spent on that by Coach Campbell?
Well, it's rough. You don't like seeing it happen, but you just have to take it for face value, what it is, what caused it, and get it corrected. But
it's coming, right? In the sequence that you're going, okay, we're going to get to the safety coming up right here, right?
Yeah, exactly. Whether it's that or another bad play that happens in the game, you know what happened and how you played. So whenever bad plays coming up, it never feels good.
Best team you faced this year is who?
Probably New England.
What is different about them this year opposed to last year?
They're just a good football team. They're a good football team year in and year out. So I wouldn't say, it's anything out of the ordinary. But they are a good football team. They're well rounded. I think they have good players and obviously are well coached and perform well.
How good is Butler compared to Revis with that Patriots secondary?
Well, it's tough to compare guys, but Revis is obviously one of the top corners in the game, and Butler's playing well right now.
Yeah, he seems like he's now he's taken that leap up to a pretty high category. So I was curious about that because I don't know if he's recognized in that grouping with Revis and Sherman and some of those guys. So I was curious from your standpoint, is he one of those elite cornerbacks now?
I don't know. I'm not in the business of categorizing guys or grouping guys, but he is playing well right now.
All right. Hey, well, good luck. Good luck against the Cowboys. Get some sleep, and thanks for joining us.
I'm going to get some sleep. You already know that.
Yes, I do. Thank you, Ryan.
Thanks, Dan.
All right, that's Ryan Tannehill, Dolphins quarterback.